In the flooded depths of Moria was a great axe Ziegelberg lost. Few have ever tried to find it, and fewer ever return from their quests. Who now remains to challenge the shadows that linger in the dark halls of the deep places?
Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf, where today we are going to be making a little excursion into the drowned Treasury. Hello there, Bori. If you and your allies can clear the flooded passage that lies between Gunlayan and Khan Karaf, we can yet find the armories within about the Book of Mazarbul. Could it be that we might find Ziegelberg there? I hope so, Pineleaf. If the records I have studied are to be believed, dwarves erected a great mechanisms here to seal off several of the passages when the Gredbig grew too numerous. You will need to deal with the creatures and learn the means of operating the mechanisms to clear the way. I will follow you once I've finished examining the map and these places. For it is very confusing, and we will need to keep our bearings. Right. I'll follow when I am able. Clear the way. Right. Okay. In other words, I do all the work, you get all the credit. That's the way it usually goes, right? Anyway, we need to deal with some grid big down here. Oh, there you are. Rumble, rumble, rumble. And speaking of grid big, we how will we do against these things? Let's see. I'm level 58, which is I'm actually doing this on level, which I think is a bit of a change. Maybe that wasn't the best gambit to use against that mantis. Yeah, let's have one that causes it to run away into a more favorable position for itself. Yeah, wonderful. And I've been playing this class for how many years? Yeah, well, let's go. At least I know how to ambush. Whack, whack, whack. And I still have this gambit, which is nice and good. I think clearing out this room shouldn't be too difficult. And once I do that, we can go into the next area. But yeah, I can see what it means by have a little bug infestation here. Ooh, I should easily be able to finish the first tier of the grid big. Indeed, while I'm doing this. Goonlayan Mantis. Right. Yeah. Whatever. 2 groups down. Many more to go. Now that I've dealt with them, let's take care of the first of many wheels. Spin, 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 spin. Alright, a wall gives way. Now for the other end, where we'll spin, spin, spin. And we get more of these bugs. Yeah. Boy. This dungeon has more bugs than Lotro. Alright, let's go through here. Take care of that. Completed! Grotbox Slayer! Yay! Unfortunately, new deed. Grotbox Slayer advanced. Mwah, mwah. So I've got 200 more of these crazy bugs to kill. Alright, we can say this. Beast. Yeah, Grotbox Slayer advanced with its 2,000 virtue points. I'll get my wit up eventually. Actually, I decided just for a moment, I think I decided to turn on innocence to see how far innocence will go. Right, I've turned that one. Got here, which I don't think is up yet. I have one more wheel I need to turn. Ah, that's what I forgot about. I thought that was one that I had to spin to open up, but nope. This is one that I need to go by in order to open up, and that takes care of the third wheel I need in order to get the rest of the way on. And now for, oh, another guard. All right, let's start by giving a little bit to that guy. We need bleeds, bleeds, bleeds. We get them here and there. Now, there we go. With you bleeding, I can now go to you. And I can spin that wheel. Oh, they died together. How appropriate. Now, where are we? All right. Spin it. And is it a winner? With a distant rumbling. That is this way? Yeah, this way. Heading down into the next section of the dungeon. And that is, I think you go down this way. You'd think with the number of times that I've done this thing that I would... Whoopsie daisy. Well, that one I always forget about. Oh, the froggies! Guess I thought that there were going to be two great big rooms before I got to the frogs, but obviously I had forgotten the exact pattern. The problem with the frogs is they don't give you any deeds, and of course they got that stupid hypnotism thing that they give to you. But we shall persevere over amphibians. And it looks like the matriarch is coming. Where are you? Ah, there she is. She throws you into combat immediately, just to make sure you don't go around doing something like ambushing her or anything like that, because she wouldn't want to be ambushed, would she? Of course not. And she's just a bigger frog that takes many more hit points to take off. But otherwise, I don't think there's much difference from her from the rest of the frogs. I think that's just the hypnotic flesh. Touching on this toad may have side effects which include dizziness, visual hallucinations, decreased inhibition, and other neuropsychiatric symptoms. On melee skill damage, 5% chance to reflect effect, 25% plus 25% miss chance. Okay. Well, that's what that's all about. That's a rear way. So it's a 5% chance on each time you hit it. Of course, if you're a warden, you'll be hitting these things numerous times as you're building up your gambits. So it's most definitely what I call an anti-warden ability. I suppose there are a lot of other classes that have... Yeah. That might have reasons for hitting things often also. Let's see. I think this way we don't have to worry about any funny wheels in order to get through there. But this way, I think. Ah, this way. As long as I don't drown, that would be a bad thing to come through all here. What is called the drowned treasury, so I suppose it would be appropriate though. And of course we get more bugs because I need to finish this deed at some point, right? Right. No idea when it will be because they gave a little bit of a surprise announcement. Because I had... Okay, today it wasn't a surprise announcement, but because I heard a hint of it a couple of days earlier on the forums. But I was expecting Mirkwood not to be released for another month, so I had my schedule that way. But it's being released probably next week, which means that I'm certainly not going to be finishing up all of Moria and stuff like that in time for that. For the release of that, I was hoping to catch up, but nope. As you can see, if you've noticed, I've probably been accelerating things a little bit around here. Meaning, for example, doing a few extra cuts in this one to make sure I get this instance done in one episode. Because normally it takes me 2 episodes to do this instance. But there are other matters where I'm more likely to do a side quest off camera. So if I skip an area on camera, this is the complete Pineleaf, which means the character is doing all of the quests, but I'm not showing all of the quests. Now, actually, that has been part of the policy from the very beginning. In fact, I've probably shown more in this series than I was originally expecting to. But yes, I will say in the next week or so, trying to see how far I could catch up, that I will be skipping some of the side quests and like a little bit more. Not skipping them in character, but as I said, skip recording some of them. But I think I have a few more mantises to kill. I've killed off the rest of them, so let's get this thing opened up. And I think this is where you get ambushed by the queens. So I do have to be careful of them. I think the queens are this way. Can't remember what exactly triggers them. It again. Ah, there it is. Okay. I thought this was the room with the queens. Oh, yeah, yes, it might help if I get back into... Hey, stop that! If I get back in the fray, because I was trying to avoid triggering the queens, so I stayed back a little bit against one of the... mantises and tried assailment against it. Alright, good. I don't like to get the queens out at the same time as I'm fighting other mobs, which sometimes happens if you don't tread carefully in this room. Now, I think I'd be able to handle it on this character, but I have some characters where, yeah, this is the most likely place I would die with the character in here. I don't think a Warden has died in here yet, but you never know. Alright, now, I think that's it now, right? Next room? Well, if it is ready for next room, that will be this way. Yeah, there we go. And what do I have next? More mantises, probably. Of course. Oh yes, this is the room where the spiders come out at a certain point. So another one with a trigger point on it. Actually, I think this one has the more sensitive trigger point than the other one. It's just that I keep on forgetting that as I'm doing the dungeon. And don't remember that until I get in here and says, oh yeah, this is the... You're going to be jumped by spiders room. That means that we are getting close to the end, right? I don't like the mantises, so I usually go for them first. Alright. Oh. Oh boy. Well, that's what makes the bleed useless when you kill them on the final stroke of the gambit that's putting the bleed on them. I was trying to time that right, but doesn't always work that way. But looks like I am going to hit 59 by the time this instance is over. I only have to wait for the instance completion bonus, probably. Let's see, I get 845 XP for... Well, that was 665. So something like that. I'd say about 500 each. That's a little bit of an underestimate. And I need 8,000. Yeah, just need to kill 16 more mobs. Probably a lot fewer than that, though, since I think I'm grossly underestimating how much XP I'm getting from these. There you go. Whew. Now, if I can get through here without triggering the spiders too early, it'll be great. Oh, another room that I gingerly closed up because of this thing. Yeah, lots of spiders. At least this time, I can, yeah, at least these parts. I'm on Spider Slayer Advanced now for that, so 14, but I still need 200 of these crazy things. Whee! Bugs, bugs, bugs. That's what this place has. Well, that occasional amphibian. Well, I guess you want giant... I guess it's already established, though, that the spiders eat the frogs rather than the other way around. Well, there is that. Looks like I am getting close. Let's see. 4,300. That means only 5 more of these spiders, and I should be able to level up at the rate it's giving me XP right now. That's assuming that these guys have the same amount of XP as the previous one. We'll find out in a moment, right? After I kill 5 or 6 of these things. But yeah, they're giving me 840. Oh no, that's 845 item XP. Duh, not regular XP. It's 574 regular XP. They keep on changing the order in which they're showing those two, so I sometimes get them mixed up. But that means I'll be needing 8, well, I guess now 6 spiders in order to finish this up. And that'll be level 59, just 1 from the level cap, which I may be hard. Actually, I suspect that I will hit level cap before the release of Mirkwood. But I think it's unlikely that the episode will air before the release of Mirkwood. So there's always that. Because very often on weekends I backlog a little bit so that I can make sure that I don't have a situation where I don't have time, because if I don't have time during the weeknights to record something, at least I've got something to post. So you build up a little backlog during the weekend when I have the extra time. At least that's my usual way of doing it. Alright, there you go. And we've got 1 more spider, and that will level me up. So, hey, you. You. Yeah, you. I want you to level me up. That's right. It's your job. Your job is to get this hobbit to level 59, where I will earn another trade point. Oh, there is that. And all sorts of fun stuff. And whee! All right. right. What do I spend this trait point on? It's been a while since I... Well, it looks like I have 2 trait points to spend. Ooh, let's get some light damage in there. We'll probably be needing that soon. And a little bit of critical defense. You never know when I can get critted. So I'll just do that for now and kill 3 more spiders. Now we're down to 1 queen and 2 guards, and that should be easy enough to handle, especially if she goes down like that. And she sounds really horrendous, doesn't she? I think what happened when they run the Shelob, probably going to be late this year when they'll most likely release that. Assuming that, I think they said that they're planning on having something involving Shelob in the Minas Morgul expansion. If I'm wrong on that, well, it would have been a good place to have her. And we'll have to see what they do with her, too. I could tell you, she'll be big and I'll have 8 legs. That's all I could say there. Khan Karaf Ambusher. Oh, yeah. That is... Yeah, really. Actually, I don't know why they're calling that an ambusher, seeing how I ambushed the queen. Whee! Alright. Oh, now Bori arrives just in time. If I'm right, we should be very near the upper armories. Yay! I'll spin this wheel to let you through, so you can get credit for everything. Yeah. Through the passage. Through the passage. Through the passage. Actually, trying to think. +5 hope. Do I need a hope token for this fight? Ooh, that's a good question. I guess I'm about to find out. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if you need one against the Watcher. If you do, I'm going to click on that thing. Because, yeah, I know, a bit of a spoiler. They're saying that. An incredible sight unfolds before you. Broyne is alive! Wounded a bit, but alive. Hello, Broyne. Yeah. The Magnificent Tale of Broyne the Mighty, or what do we call that story?
The beast in the water. Beware.
I cannot believe. Beware of the beast in the water. I can pretty much guess what beast he's talking about. Sailing stance. Yeah, that one. Hey, stop the stunnies. Now let's do this. Oh. No dread? Oh, I was sure there was going to be a dread of some sort on here. But no, okay, fine. No dread. I can live without dread. I can also live without these stupid tentacles flashing me constantly, but that's beside the point. But that's another matter. And of course, the stunning tentacles. I could also live without those. Yeah, I'm not too sure that Gambit there is going to do too much with where all those tentacles are. Okay, that's 2 down. My timing keeps on getting off because I keep on getting stunned when I get into the rhythm there. There you go. Yeah, they do that constantly. I don't like stunners. I think you've figured that out by now, right? Yeah. Hard for me to believe that anyone would have watched this long enough without gathering my opinion of those things. Okay. Yeah, that's 3 down. Hey, remember me? And my legendary weapon? Okay, this is a new legendary weapon that I've replaced since then. But that's beside the point. I'm still gonna get it. Maybe I should have gone up close and personal. Now, when you're a bite-sized morsel as I am, it's hard to really, in character, say, yeah, let's go jump in the water when I could throw these missiles at it. Really? And which would you rather do if you're facing this thing whose mouth is bigger than you are? At least his mouth does look like it's bigger than I am. I admit I haven't gone and measured the size of its maw to verify this. But it looks like, from this perspective, that its mouth is larger than my body. A lot of things on this are larger than my body, I must admit. Well, I think I have killed it faster, probably by going into the water. I'm not exactly optimized for a sailman stance. I will have to admit that. So that could be, of course, the reason why it's taking a little bit longer than expected. But I will persevere. I will prevail. I will kill this thing. Well, okay, I'm not going to be killing it. It's going to run away. But that's beside the point. I will force it to flee. I will, yeah. I will see them release Mirkwood before I have a chance to find a group doing the Watcher raid. Anyway, who am I kidding me? I've done Watcher way over level and still completely failed it. So therefore, yeah. I try to think if I managed to finish it by getting a rate of 120s and going in there with that. Or if that was just a hypothetical situation. Okay, fine, I'm getting into the water because this thing's taking half past forever. Yeah, yes, scary hobbit. I get into the water to face it and it runs away instantly. That's, see, mighty hobbit. Hello, Broin, are you still awake?
I need your help, my friend.
Yes. Are you really there? Is this some apparition? Ah, you see the axe. The beast brought me to this place, thinking to save me for later, I expect. One of its victims bore this. He is all bones now, but I owe him my life, whoever he was. I could keep the beast at bay with the axe made of mithril, but did not have the strength to escape. I would surely have starved. You say Bori is with you? What a wonder! I shall give him a surprise, that's for sure. Ha ha! Good old Bori! Good old Bori! Good old Bori. Let's get out of here.
Through the heroic efforts of the heroes of Eriador, Broin is brought out alive from the flooded depths of Moria. From the mists of legend, he brings with him the mithril axe Ziegelberg. Will the axe be enough to sway the balance of power in Moria? Or have the dwarves already suffered too many losses?
That was quite an event.
We are heroes, my friend.
Heroes! Broin lives still, and the Mithril-axe Ziegelberg has come out of the darkness just at our greatest need. Can you believe our good fortune? Why, at this rate, in a week's time, we will surely drive the last Auk howling like a cur from Moria. Will his prediction come true? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.